So hello everyone, thanks again for stopping by my channel. Hardwareflipper here. This is one of those days where you want to reflect on things, and I just left the post office about 20 minutes ago and it's raining. It was raining cat and dog, and I felt like it was so nice time to actually park the car. So I saw like a narrow road, just park the car and felt like I should make this video for somebody out there because I'm pretty much sure that this video is going to help somebody. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. You're going to listen to this video and perhaps it's just going to help you to do things a little bit differently. I feel like a lot of people are going to be wiped out from eBay, and I felt like I should make this video. Perhaps this video is going to find you well and help you to take a rethink, see the way you are currently doing things, possibly make a rethink and see how you can do things better. Quite recently, I've been taking a look at some of the listings on eBay and just realized that a lot of resellers lack creativity. And without creativity, I kind of believe that the new bunch of reselling, or where reselling is heading towards, if you are not ready to be creative, you are just not going to see success. You're going to, right now, we see that things are kind of slow. It's normal. But the creative people on the platform are still selling a lot. You have to be, what do I mean by being creative? As a reseller, depending on the niche that you are in, creativity is going to be different depending on the niche where you sell. You see, if you sell household items, creativity is going to mean something different from you. Let's say you sell kids stockings, for example, and you go out thrifting and you've been able to find a green pair of kids stockings. You see, creativity might mean that you're going to take those stockings, instead of just listing it as a single item, see how you can bundle it, look for 3 or 4 other different colors that you can actually put together and list as a bundle. This is one way you can be creative. Like I said, it's going to mean different things for different categories. If you say, I was looking to look at a listing where this woman sells candles, and she's offering to give you a free lighter if you buy a particular set of candles that she had on the offer. You see, this is just a little way she's becoming creative, and this is one way you can actually set yourself apart from the competition. Gone are the days where you can just go thrifting, bring the things, clean them up, and slap them on the platform, and then you are folding your hands waiting for eBay to do all the heavy lifting for you. On your own, if you are not willing to take some creative steps to making sure that people see your offer and want to stop by and say, oh, this actually looks like a good offer. I also saw a seller of a laptop quite recently, and on this offer, this seller was offering to give out a new laptop bag, even though the laptop he was selling was used. But he made a bundle, which is the laptop picture plus a laptop bag. This is one very good way he was being creative about his offer. And when I saw this offer, I felt like, wow, this is kind of new, but I really do think that this will really make somebody want to stop by on the listing and possibly click on the buy it now button. You see, these little creative things, this is what the new reselling is going to look like. Right now, people are running helter-skelter. Some people are leaving the platform. Some people are even not sure what to do next with their whole reselling endeavors. Some people are giving up totally. Some people are just going back and saying, you know what, this thing is not working, because a lot of you out there are just refusing to want to whip up your creativity in this time where it is a little bit slow. If you sell, doesn't matter what you sell kitchen, maybe you sell knives, and you see one pair of knife, add a second one to it. See how you can bundle things up together as to make it just a way of differentiating yourself from the crowd of resellers that are listing the same products like yourself. You have to look for ways what creativity would mean for your niche or the category which you sell. If you sell clothing, it's the same thing. If you sell men's clothing and you find a nice shirt, add another shirt to it. See how you can discount the whole bundle, which is that in such a way that will motivate somebody to just want to buy it, not because of just the shirt. First person will think, perhaps I will get 2, and even at a price point that might be very, very encouraging. So if you are not willing to start to look inwards and start to see how you can be creative with whatever you are selling, then it might not just it might not be good, because the current crop, the next phase or the next episode of reselling is going to be really dominated by those that are willing to put in the work, are willing to be creative, a little bit creative in whatever they are listing. Yes, I get it. Sometimes you may have this idea, you want to be creative, you want to bundle things up together, then it really takes you a lot of time, because you're going to make some kind of pictures. You just cannot use the regular one, two-sided picture that you normally use. You want to put things together, you want to make some good descriptions. And sometimes some people are not just willing to put in the work. Like I always say on this channel, reselling is no longer the easy thing that it used to be so many a long time ago. Yes, there used to be a time reselling was very, very easy. You just go to a thrift store, you get now. It's so bad that you even have to be creative the way you source for items, because it's no longer sustainable to begin to drive every day 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers, just going to a shop where you are not even sure if you're going to find something. So your creativity doesn't only stop at the point of you listing the offer. It also starts, or it also encompasses the whole sourcing process. Actually starts from there, how you source for the item, and as soon as you get the item, what you do with the items that you now have looking at you. You have an option to just go ahead and list them like every other person is doing, or you have the option to take a minute or two, perhaps an hour or even a day, to think how you can actually differentiate this item in such a way that whoever sees it will have no choice but to just buy it. You see, the strategy that worked in the last reselling era was that of where everybody was just racing to the bottom. An item comes out. Take, for example, this microphone. Everybody hops on the trend. Everybody buys it, bring to the platform, and then you see everybody raising to the bottom. Today, the price is $19. Tomorrow, it's $17. Then it becomes $15, $10, until the item becomes no longer profitable. Nobody's profiting from it. Perhaps the I don't know, the person that got it somewhere somehow, under questionable circumstances. Because sometimes you see some items on eBay and you begin to ask yourself, how are you able to sell this thing and even make a profit? But that's not the issue. The issue is this: creativity is the only thing that's going to prevent you from being wiped out from the next reselling episode. And it's already starting. A lot of resellers are finding it very difficult to find items to buy from the thrift stores. The thrift stores themselves, they are listing these items on the same platform where you sell, on eBay in this case. So the only thing that can now make you stand out is to take a minute or two, take a look at what you can do, see how you can be creative as to differentiate yourself from what every other person is doing. There are people that still don't have a problem paying a little bit more than market price just to get an item. Depends on how you present the item to them, how you uncover the value, of the item you have to sell. And the only way you can uncover the value, first of all, is from what you are actually presenting. How have you differentiated it? How is it going to solve a potential buyer's problem? And how is it going to make a potential buyer more satisfied? I really want to think that a mother that has a little child and she's looking at buying just the stockings and she sees 2 or 3 pairs for just a fraction of the price, she will definitely hop on it. And this is one way. Even though sometimes you may have to pay a little bit more, there are people that are still disposed to buying a little bit more expensive stuff, but the only thing that they consider is that the item meets their need, which they cannot readily get from what every other person has listed on the platform. So this is just a short video to kind of talk to somebody out there somewhere in the world that, look, reselling is gradually changing and you have to be seen changing with the trend. And it's changing in the favor of those that can be very, very creative. So let this be like a guide to you as you walk out tomorrow, go out trying to look for stuff to buy. Make sure you are thinking about, how can I be creative with this inventory I'm bringing in? Could just be a little tweak, could change the game for you. I hope this video helps you. If it does, Hardware Flipper is it, signing out. Let's see you again. Peace.